What's up, race fans? Welcome to the Mickey Thompson NRRA round number 8 this weekend, presented by Raceline Wheels. We are at Rush Springs Ranch in Pineville, Missouri this weekend. It's going to be an awesome weekend of racing. We've got all of our classes as usual, and I always love coming here to Rush Springs Ranch because we get to use this fun short course track that they have out here. Matt, I know you have a lot of fun out there too. Tell us, what are your thoughts for the course that we're going to be racing this weekend?
And I really do. I love this short course. This is the only park where we really get to kind of get out there and get some high-speed sections. They have those high banks, that high bank oval type area where you like to get out there and play on. The first year, Clyde was he made the joke about adding us, the Bacons, Larry Krogh. There was a handful of us out there, and really just kind of pushing in those high bank ovals. Larry Krogh had come from a dirt track background, so we were out there kind of hitting that high bank oval, really, really enjoying it, having a lot of fun. And I was a little unsure, wasn't sure I was going to feel like that, wasn't sure how the buggy was going to do. Went out there and we started playing on it, and the more we played on it, the funner it was. I mean, I literally drove until I had a flat tire that was like coming off the bead. Clyde was like, all right, that's it, we're adding the next day. And we have not looked back since. So it's been a lot of fun. Really enjoy it. It is kind of a high-speed section, especially those ovals, the high bank ovals. You can really push into those, and the faster you go, the funner it is. So
I think that's probably true for most things that we do out here.
Yes. So kind of the faster you push into those banks, it's the funner it is. There is some jumps that kind of check you up a little bit. You want to slow up for because you do not want to hit those high speed. It will not go well. So it's a lot of fun to really kind of get out there, push on it, have a good time. A lot of the other racers really, really enjoy it as well. So it's a really good time to get out there and play on it, and it gives you a chance to kind of open up the buggy, get some fresh air blowing through your hair. It's a good time. So then obviously behind us is that rock course, a little more gnarly. So it's pretty rough. I think the hill looks steeper each year.
It does.
It does. Me and Jay were looking at it,
too.
and I said the same thing. I was like, I think this looks steeper than it has the past couple of years.
Yeah. Well, this park is really one of those places that has a little bit of everything that we do mix into it. It's got the hill climb, long and steep. It's got the rocky section, even a woods section, and then the short course. I mean, It's a little bit of everything out here. So it's definitely going to be fun for our racing this weekend. And we are getting really close to sending some drivers off the line. We'll be starting with our Rock Life Off-Road UTV stock class as usual. We've got a good lineup in all of our classes this weekend. Definitely a little bit different weather than what we experienced at our last race at Pretty Place in Tennessee. There was a whole lot of rain.
It was.
A lot of rain.
I feel like
a lot of mud.
7 of our 8 so far have been like rainy or muddy or literally anything. Yeah, Pretty Place. It started pouring buckets on Friday twice, and so made for a very interesting day. Again, we had long production
Saturday
days.
Was pretty good, though.
Saturday
cleared out, so we enjoyed racing there. That was our first time racing at Pretty Place as a series. That's in Belvedere, Tennessee. Nice and close to home for me. I appreciated that. We had a lot of fun, and it really was a beautiful park. I mean, I could see why it got its name.
Yeah, no, it's the view. They have a kind of one of the first islands you pull into. You can see, the locals told me, you can see 3 counties from up there. They said because of how far in the distance is, you can see 3 counties, which I believe because it is very pretty. And if you go about another mile down the road from the park, there's another place, a big point you can drive out to, and they said you can see
I missed that.
I didn't go there. They were just telling me about it. And they said you can see literally more than you can see where we were at. They said it really is incredible, and that's kind of the highest point, I think they said, in the county, so you can see kind of 360 how far it was. Really, really cool. Again, they were telling me all about it. We also got to tell a lot of people, and this is a great little plug for Rock Racing TV on YouTube. So I was telling the people in the lobby where they were checking everybody in, hey, you can take your smart TV, go to Rock Racing TV, check us out. And the lady goes, that's so great, because she goes, I work the office. I don't get to get out and see what happens. So he goes, usually I check everybody in, and then I check them out as they're leaving, but I don't know what goes on.
Miss all the action.
So you guys can go head over to Rock Racing TV on your smart TVs. Check us out today and tomorrow. So definitely do that.
Yeah, and if you're watching us on Facebook, make sure you're joining us on that Rock Racing TV page. That's where Matt and I watch from, so that's where we're going to see your comments and be able to answer your questions and interact with you guys. So we're not going to see it. We're not going to be able to answer you if you're commenting from one of the other pages. So Rock Racing TV, that's where it's at.
Again, I think we have a few more minutes till we kick off here. About 1 minute, I hear. Again, we got the UTV stock class we're going to start off with.
And in our stock class, we've got someone starting us off on the line today. We haven't seen him racing in the UTV class this year. I'll wait until we go to the line for that. A quick rundown from our race at Pretty Place for the stock class. Cody Kaysen took the win, followed by Dylan Dowler and Coy Chapel, and then we had Braden Upchurch and Jay Storts and rounding out the top 5 spots there. So that was our podium at Pretty Place.
Jay been putting it down this year. He's been just hammering hard, fighting, battling with all the guys.
Yeah.
Again, our leaderboard for bouncers we'll talk about tomorrow. Definitely gotten crazy shaking up this season. It literally is anyone's game.
Yep.
So, and then we got Tim Bacon who jumped in with us last race. So we're excited about that. The Bacon family joining, coming back. Taylor got to finally hang out with some of these Bacon people.
Did you finally meet them? What?
Are you serious? All right.
Taylor still has not met a Bacon.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We have to remedy that this weekend.
He has to work. We're like, yes, yeah. He has to do things like his job. It's an inconvenience, you know. Although all the watchers do appreciate it. The guy behind the man behind the machine. Again, wonderful angles brought to you by all of our wonderful cameramen and camera ladies out there. And Taylor running the master helms. We appreciate those guys. We do have a little bit of a breeze, so hopefully those guys will stay nice and cool in some shade today.
All right, this is Justin Hoback on the line. And his new to him race rig. This thing has seen some KOH action.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I was looking at it this morning, and I didn't know whose it was.
Yep, so first time racing it for Justin. You guys might remember last year, a couple seasons, he raced his 4-seater, Big Bertha, lovingly called. And he also has been racing in the VIN class, but he was itching to get back into that UTV class again, so glad to see him back out here. We'll see what this little rig can do. Thank you guys for joining us here on Hillside Live. This is our very first driver of the weekend out on the course. So if you're just tuning in, good timing. Justin Hoback out here starting things off for the Rock Life Off-Road UTV stock class, making his way out into that short course that Matt and I were talking about earlier. We're here at Rush Springs Ranch in Pineville, Missouri. And one of the things we really like about this park is all the different elements that we get to combine to put together some really fun courses for our drivers, from this short course track that Justin's out on right now to the long hill climb, a little bit of wood section I think we might have in there today as well, and even that rock section as well off the starting line. So fun things.
Again, you can see him absolutely just blazing through that short course section there with those big high bank ovals. Again, that is just so much fun being out there.
Yeah, that's the kind of track that I like. Crashing and bashing through the rocks, you know, that's fun sometimes too, but I like getting up a little speed on the courses. 95.556 for Justin Hoback. His first race in that rig, first time back in the UTV class this season, and our first driver of the weekend. Looks like Adam Coots on the line now.
And also a guy who's doing some Ultra 4 racing. Adam getting out there and having some fun. Again, this is our UTV Rock Life Off-Road Stock class. Appreciate those guys and all they do. I know Dan Carter's been repping them for quite a while.
Yeah, we've got Brian tuning in on the feed here. What's up, Christy and Kara?
What's up, Kara? That's Dan's sister. She cheers him on. One of his sisters. He has a couple.
Nice.
Tuning in from Ohio.
All right, come on, Adam. Adam Coots stepping in here and there over the season to race with us.
Again, this is probably not too far from him. Those guys are coming from that Perryville Mafia crew coming out of Missouri. They're like a half hour, 45 minutes past St. Louis. That's a 91.001 for Mr. Adam Kuntz.
All right, that's Brandon Davis sitting there on the Raceline starting line now. I saw some pictures posted. Brandon Davis got some new shoes on all the rigs. He's repping some Mickey Thompsons.
Those no orange.
On all three, he said.
Yes, on the orange wheels are blinging, definitely.
Yeah, Minnis was looking like a brand new buggy in that picture.
It really was. It really was.
Sean Keller, no, our VIN class will be up next. We are just getting into course 1 for the Rock Life Off-Road UTV stock class right now. We're 2 drivers in. Justin Hoback and Adam Coots made their course already. Brandon Davis on the line. Brandon is coming into the weekend second in points right now for the stock class, behind Cody Kaysen. And the little Can-Am that can.
Yes, this full body
got a pretty major, got some upgrades this season in the Davis Racing fleet.
Yeah, again, just has put so much abuse through it. Hey, watch him just blast through that course.
All right, I think we're going to see a pretty quick lap around this short course from Brandon.
Again, I know we have a handful of just massively fierce competitors that definitely battle in the season for that top 5 spot.
Doesn't Brandon have some race history or experience with some kind of dirt racing?
I'm not sure. I know he's done some on-road racing with
maybe that's what I'm
with
thinking
his Corvette. He has a Corvette that he does on.
Might be getting mixed up there.
Kind of like an on-road rally car.
Okay, maybe
Look
that's
at that thing launching through the air.
Oh yeah, it's moving.
Okay. Trailer's taking enemy fire.
Taking fire. Oh yeah, I think this will be our new fastest time. 88.626 from Brandon Davis. That is our current leader on course 1. We still have lots of good drivers to go. Coy Chappell on the line now. Coy took home a 3rd place win at our last race at Pretty Place in Tennessee. We'll see what he can pull off today. If you guys are just tuning in with us, welcome to Hillside Live. You are watching the Mickey Thompson NRRA round number 8. That means we are winding down for the season already.
Yes.
This weekend is presented by Raceline Wheels, so a huge shout out and thank you to them and all of our sponsors for helping us put on these events and do what we do out here with the National Rock Racing Association. And we are racing at Rush Springs Ranch in Pineville, Missouri this weekend.
It's just so crazy. Sometimes you feel like sometimes it feels like you're 3 races in and it feels like you've been racing for a year. And then you hit the eighth race, and you're like, man, I feel like we just started.
Yeah. Coy's been racing all season with us and definitely put down some good, smooth, fast runs this year.
Yeah, Coy's a great dude. Always has a smile on his face, always making jokes. Again, just a really good, fun guy. Likes coming out, have some fun, do some racing.
Shout out to Dearborn Drone Co. for providing our drone coverage of the races. Look at that great
airing
shot
it out
there.
Yeah. Just running right along him, 40 mile an hour, no big deal, just chilling.
We're so spoiled by having the drone coverage like we've had for the past few seasons. That makes such a big difference, especially on these long courses like this.
With this, you almost have to have it just to be able to get that aerial footage.
he got?
Ooh, 89.641, right behind Brandon Davis. Just almost fast enough to pick up that fastest time, but 89. Coming squeaking right in, Brandon Davis.
So Brandon had an 88.6, Coy with an 89.6, and then we've got Adam Coots with a 91 and Justin Hoback with a 95, and Jay Stewart's is on the line.
What's up, Clint Garrison? Charlie Key, Chad Gill. What's up, Reddy? Appreciate you guys tuning in. Hanging out with us on this Friday afternoon.
And Jay took home that fifth place finish at Pretty Place a few weeks ago in the stock class. Ooh.
Jay, one of our UTV and bouncer drivers.
Yeah, I think the UTV class just kind of came about as like a why not kind of situation. It was here to race for bouncers anyway and had the razor, so why not put it out on the racetrack? Which I think is how many a race career has begun.
Yes.
Just kind of like a why not?
Yes.
Let's see what happens.
It's comical, but actually 100% factual as well.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's how Dad and I ever first raced the stock four-seater.
I'm sure. Like, we have it. We should. Okay, let's go ahead.
It still had horse hay in the back of it when I got it loaded up for Pretty Place.
I believe you.
I thought you would appreciate that, Matt.
I do, because I would say, like, we're hauling bales of hay with the Rancher 5000, and then, come Saturday, we're racing it. Come Monday, we're, like, hauling feed.
Come on, Jay. Time to beat is an 88.6 right now.
I love that aerial shot when the drone goes real high up in the air and kind of shows that that layout feed of Jay out there. It's just such a cool angle.
95.330 for Jay Stewart's. We got Austin Connell watching. Austin, was Missouri a little too far for you this time? I don't blame you. Clint Garrison. Clint, where are you here? You on your way?
I say usually
Where
he's
are
like
you?
in the crowd somewhere.
You're on the list for tomorrow.
All right, we got Mr. Braden Upchurch sitting there in starting gate. Our Raceline starting gate should have a little less trouble deflating today since there's no mud.
Yeah, that mud gets heavy. It takes
does.
it out after a while. Braden had a fourth place finish at Pretty Place. So, coming off a very respectable finish there a few weeks ago. And he is coming into this weekend fifth in points overall for the season for the Rock Life UTV stock class. Oh, no. Austin Connell said, unfortunately, he sold the chassis. Now he's watching and kind of regret it. I know. It's hard when you're watching to not want to be participating.
You do see a lot more UTV guys moving chassis around, building. And I don't know if it's because they want to change something about it or they're just excited about new stuff, new parts, new chassis, new rig that's maybe not as banged up as the previous one. Or they're excited about making some changes, getting a little wider, a little longer, a little lower center of gravity. But that's something you see quite often is guys on UTVs swapping stuff out. But again, usually they ended up being a little faster as well.
Clint says they're 2 hours out. We'll be seeing y'all soon. It is a little bit of a haul for not all of our drivers. We have some in this area, Kansas, Missouri drivers. But for those of us from a little more southeast, a little bit of a haul out here.
Or Midwest. 96.818 for Mr. Braden Upchurch. Yeah, it's not too horrible. It's like 8 hours for me. I know the Perryville Mafia guys, Perryville, Missouri guys aren't too far from here, so I'd say they're probably like 3-4 hours.
It's not bad.
It's not
well,
bad.
That's one of the nice things about, we go to lots of different parks all over as far west as, here, I guess, this year, since we've gone as far as Texas and Oklahoma before, and then as far east as West Virginia, I guess, and then a little bit of everything in between. So trying to make it so, it's we got a nice range, nice variety of location and park type for all of our events and what they offer as far as what we can use for courses and terrain. Dylan Dowler out on the course now. Dylan had a second place finish at our last event at Pretty Place, and he is third in points coming into this weekend for the stock class. I think he's also third in points in the cup class.
I know he's up there.
Let me go look real quick.
That iconic orange chassis.
Yeah, he's third in points in cup class too. So
I think Russ, the park owner, is down there doing some videoing in that high bank oval. I'm pretty sure that was him that came by with that
he's
neon.
About to get dusted.
The neon green shirt. Sean DeHaven's tuning in. Brentley, one of our serious competitors in our UTV youth class, who has graduated to the UTV stock class. Dylan is getting it.
Let's see what that time is. A 90, .890. That's about a third place time right now, I do believe. We've got Brandon Davis still sitting in the lead with an 88.6, followed by Coy Chappell with an 89.6, and now Dylan Dowler with a 90, Adam Coots with a 91, Jay Stewart's 95.3, Justin Hoback 95.5, and Braden Upchurch with a 96. That is your current rundown. We've got Cody Kaysen on the line now.
Again, this guy is definitely going to try to knock Brandon down a little bit.
Definitely.
Take that first place spot. Cody is no stranger to getting out here and just hammering down.
He took home the win at our last event at Pretty Place, and he is first in points coming into this weekend with 654 for the season so far.
Wow.
Like a fun little corner.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. As he's swinging the rear end around, I was thinking that's got to be a good time. He is definitely flying right now. Just zipping around that high.
That looks fun. This is a great course today.
Okay. Kind of peppering the production trailer with rocks is coming around. This may be our new leader.
Keep your head on a swivel out here.
You do.
That's going to be a pretty quick time right there. Let's see what it is. Ooh.
Wow. 84.100. Wow.
4 seconds.
Man.
Fastest.
I knew he was
Nicely done,
flying,
Cody.
but I did not know he was going that fast.
So that means Cody with an 84, then Brandon with an 88, and Coy with an 89 are your top three currently. We are about 3/4 of the way through Course 1 for the Rock Life Off-Road UTV stock class. We will run our VIN class next, and then our Super Grip UTV Cup class. Still to come. Daniel Heckley, here we go.
Again, Daniel, another guy, going to try to come out and knock Brandon down a little bit. That's a good question. Clyde was asking, where did you think he picked up the most time? Was it on the short course area by pushing hard and fast, or was it through the rock section? And I don't know. I mean, I think that
I feel like he was buzzing through the short course pretty quick.
Yeah, I feel like he did not lift that entire short course. I know he wasn't wasting much time through the rock hills behind us, but I mean the short course, I think he was just sending it.
All right, let's see how Daniel handles the short course in the Can-Am.
I mean, look at that. That's a great aerial shot there. Oh, look at that. That's just awesome to watch him go out there. And, again, the dust ripping off of that buggy. It's just so cool. That's, again, just incredible. Blazing through there. I don't feel like he was going as fast as Brandon was, but
I think it's going to be quick, but I don't think it'll beat Cody. It might be between Cody and Brandon.
Wow.
89.002. That is a third place time right now, right behind or right in front of Coy Chapel. So Cody Kaysen with an 84 still in the lead. Then Brandon Davis with an 88. And then Daniel Heckley with an 89.0. And then Coy with an 89.6. Nice and tight.
Oh, we have word. We have a peanut butter cake.
What?
I'm like, I like it.
I don't know what you were looking at. I was like, what are you talking about?
Checking the live feed. We got.
All right. Hey, that's what we like to hear. Those are the kind of comments we like on the live feed.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. Yeah.
We got Don Curtis. Here we go.
That's awesome. Again, Don Curtis.
This is Don's first season racing in the UTV stock class with us. He has been racing the VIN class for several seasons now.
And is our inaugural season champ of the VIN class. Brought his full-body Chevy out that he kind of made iconic with it.
Old Bigfoot.
Yeah, old Bigfoot.
Got to be a little bit different out here in a UTV.
Yeah, I'm sure that it's literally it's light and it's nimble. His truck has big motor, big power, big tires. So yeah, it's kind of the opposite ends of the spectrum.
He's getting his seat time in the whole variety here. It just makes you a better driver, right?
Yeah, I love it.
So, does that mean this is Littlefoot?
Yes, I like it. I support that decision.
Okay. Glad we're on the same page.
Again, I love watching guys when they're ripping around this short course. Just it's so much fun.
It's going to be you tomorrow, Matt.
I know. I can't wait.
Assuming. I haven't actually looked at the course maps yet for
Yes, we are.
Okay.
We are. I was checking it out on the way here yesterday.
Got to do your homework.
Yeah. Clyde had the drawings out super early. 98.030 for Mr. Don Curtis.
Don Curtis and Littlefoot.
All right, this is going to be our last stock class driver for course one. This is Josh Krapinski taking off out of a Raceline starting gate.
Bradley, we are in Missouri. We are at Rush Springs Ranch in Pineville, Missouri this weekend for race number 8 of the Mickey Thompson NRRA.
It's kind of funny. I ask myself the same thing sometimes. Like, what state am I in?
Like, where are we?
Because you go through, sometimes you go through, 3 or 4 states to get to a race.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, wait, what state am I in? Or I'll be talking to people on the phone. They're like, where are you at? I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know. Just following the GPS.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I rode with the Hobacks on the way here. Every time we, make a stop or gas station or whatever, I'm like, all right, got to get out oriented. Where are we?
Yeah, what state am I in?
What state are we in?
And people who travel that often
Doesn't really matter, I
obviously kind of giggle when they hear that because, like, I know what you're saying. Like, how do you not know what state you're in? Well, when you travel a lot, you really don't know sometimes. Yeah, like Taylor says, last year was a blur. Yeah. Josh Krapinski has a brand new baby at home. Definitely.
That's right.
Part of that team no sleep right now, I'm sure.
Team no sleep.
No
sleep for a good reason.
And best part is the baby was at the last race, very unfazed by the loud motors. I was very shocked.
Yeah, he was snoozing. So cute. All right, Josh. What's that time? That's a 104.024 for Josh Krapinski. We are going to take a quick commercial break, guys. When we get back, I'll give you that top 5 rundown, and we'll be ready to move into our next class.
The Mickey Thompson Premium Mud Terrain is on the road and full of undisputed attitude. The Baja Boss MT. No compromises, ever. We are purpose-built tires for truck and Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. All mud tires are not created equal, and here's the proof. Powerfly XD construction, asymmetrical tread design, extreme side biters, and more. Find your tire size today at MickeyThompsonTires.com.
What you want? No matter where your ride takes you. Whether it's a quick trip or a slow climb. When you choose RCV Performance Axles, you're guaranteed to finish every time.
So this is our XT tire, and this is the 35, 10, 15. It's the biggest tire that we make for a UTV. And this is the road compound. We have 2 different compounds. As you can see, it's kind of hard to squeeze these together. This is going to last you a lot longer if you're just doing trail riding on asphalt to get to the trails. If you're trailering and you're only going to be on trails, then I would recommend our trail compound. I mean, it's much softer. You grab those rocks really well. That's what the majority of our drivers that we sponsor use the XC trail compound. But we also have our AMP tire. And this is a 6-ply tire. The XT is the 8-ply. It's got really tough sidewalls. And in fact, one of our drivers took first place in the Bounty Series last race in Hot Springs with this tire. So those are the 2 main tires that our racers use. And you can get any of these tires and the wheels that they're mounted on through Rock Life as well.
The Mickey Thompson Premium Mud Terrain is on the road and full of undisputed attitude. The Baja Boss MT. No compromises, ever. We are purpose-built tires for truck and Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. All mud tires are not created equal, and here's the proof. Powerply XD construction, asymmetrical tread design, extreme side biters, and more. Find your tire size today at MickeyThompsonTires.com.
So we have 3 different beadlock wheels that most of our guys use. We have the teardrop, we have the twisted, and then we have the twisted black. So we have a machine version of the twisted, then we have the black. We have these in 14 and 15 inch, all 4 lug. But we'll be coming out with, in addition to some of the tires I was talking about earlier that we're coming out with, we're going to have a new line of wheels come out. Some of those will be 5 lug to keep up with some of the new manufacturing that's happening in the UTV world. But the beadlock wheels that we're selling right now, Rock Life and those guys carry these as well. So right now we're having some specials on them. So I'd recommend if you need a set of beadlocks, you're not going to find any cheaper than those.
What you want? No matter where your ride takes you. Whether it's a quick trip or a slow climb. When you choose RCV Performance Axles, you're guaranteed to finish every time.
All right, we are back here. Looks like they're going to try to get the track watered for us, help knock some of that dust down you guys are seeing in that drone footage.
Let me give you guys our top 5 rundown from Course 1. Cody Kaysen had the fastest time with an 84, followed by Brandon Davis with an 88.6, and then Daniel Heckley with an 89.0, Coy Chappell with an 89.6, and Dylan Dowler with a 90.8. That was your top 5. Then, like Matt said, they are going to throw some water out on the course, and then we'll be back in action with our VIN class.
Excited to check our VIN class out.
We got Jack Porter watching, Haley Hoback's watching.
What's up, Jack Attack?
Jack, where are you at?
I was just telling Taylor I have your knuckles in the bed of my truck, so I cannot forget them because I brought them to a pretty place and forgot to take them out. So I hauled them all the way back to Illinois and then all the way back this time. So Jack gave me some knuckles a while ago, but I had other knuckles on there, so I went and running those. So he was very kind and give me a set of Reed knuckles, so I'm going to give them back to him since I don't need them. So
now you know, Jack.
Shout out to Jack Porter.
What is Clyde sending me here?
Clyde sends us stuff during a live show. It's like funny memes.
He's sitting right here.
It's funny memes and stuff. No, I'm teasing. No. He sends us race results usually after the after Course 1 and Course 2 is done. He'll send us the race results so we can do awards. Hand out the hardware. Drivers always like. Again, that was a very competitive first course. We had some pretty tight times there. I'm excited again. Cody Kaysen coming out and just smoking that course. Brandon Davis coming up second. We'll see how the second court plays in. Nothing super crazy difficult. Again, that was our UTV stock class. So there was nothing really, really crazy out there, but definitely got out there and lay it down. I appreciate Brian Dunn again and that Rock Life Off-Road crew for sponsoring that UTV stock class. I know Brian was in the chat earlier. I saw him yesterday advertising some of the shades. So if you need some shades, head over to Rock Life Off-Road and pick up a set of shades. They got a couple companies they've been working with. I know Dan Carter's usually rocking some.
Oh, yeah. Where is Dan Carter this weekend?
That's a great question. Where is Dan? Dan the Man Carter.
We like seeing Justin Hoback back in the UTV class as well.
Again, shout out to Dearborn Drone Co. for helping us out this weekend for all our drone footage. Again, that short course, you got to see, one drone was more of an FPV flying around him, and the other one was more of overhead, so you kind of see the awesome terrain. So shout out to those guys. I'll be excited to see the teal and white bouncer tomorrow ripping through there. I'm excited.
Only the teal and white one.
Yeah, I am excited to watch it. That and Brandon's IFS, I think, soaks it up a little more, so he can really get out there and push it hard. So, yeah.
Did you want to share that picture, Taylor?
And speaking of Brandon Davis,
so Oh wait, which one? Yeah, let's do that one.
Okay.
Taylor did a little paparazzi photo grab on Keith.
Oh yeah.
Were you on your way here? Was that today, Taylor? So yesterday, they went to Walmart to get gas, and Keith was pulling into the gas station as well, and then Taylor catches him helping somebody out, being a good Samaritan.
Wow.
There to the rescue, just like he is for everybody out here on the course, in recovery mode already. So we just I thought that was a little fun and very relatable to, his role out here helping with recovery at all of our events. So just goes to show you what kind of guy Keith is, and he's helping wherever he can, even when he's not out here on the race course.
I said he is like a saint, so Saint Keith. Out there helping everybody out. Again, helping old ladies at gas stations, helping rock bouncer drivers when they break all their junk, So we appreciate Keith and all he does for us, and he does do a great job. Brings out here, runs recovery, helps give us bolts when we damage stuff, or give us tools to work on it. And he is just generally a lifesaver. So, welder, you name it,
winch.
Keith's got it. Unfortunately, he's loaded my bouncer a few times. More times I'd like to admit. I like to say on camera. So, but he does a great job.
You're glad he's there when you need him.
We are. We're very thankful for him. Clyde Bynum tuning in. What's up? Rush Springs, Ransom, Missouri. Yeah, we're out in Rush Springs. Again, not too far from the Perryville Mafia guys. So those guys have probably the shortest drive here, so not too bad. Again, it's great to see Racine, Missouri. Rush Springs Ranch here has a pretty good turnout. Like I said, we got quite a few side-by-sides lined up over there. Tomorrow will be kind of a pandemonium over there in that general seating area. But you do have a really great view from the bottom of the hill because we have such a wide area up on top. You kind of give a great seat. Again, we talked earlier this morning about these hills look steeper than last year.
They do.
They look much steeper than last year. So I don't know if there's some very serious erosion happening or if it's just my imagination, but maybe it's the trees are gone.
You got this, Matt.
Yeah, they look steeper. I feel like he does. Just claw it off the bottom, Like these are too easy. Let's help these guys.
It can't be too easy for you guys.
Yeah. Let's go ahead. So we were talking about Brandon Davis earlier, and speaking of Brandon Davis, this is a shot of his new rig. It's the same rig as Taylor loves this rig. This is Taylor's favorite rig.
His rig with some new shoes.
It is the new and improved Menace buggy with that new wrap on there. Mickey Thompson, the Baja Pro X's. Those are the Mickey Thompson sticky tire. And first wrap ever? Wow.
Oh.
Okay. So his first wrap ever on the buggy turned out, in my opinion, very amazing. The Raceline wheels, which he went orange with. Normally he's a black guy, does black on black on black. Little man in black there, but went to go with the orange. And I think it completely changes the look of this vehicle.
It's popping.
It really does.
That thing looks brand new.
So, again, very cool. I know, again, normally he's more of a man in black type, but I like the orange. I think it really definitely makes it kind of stick out.
And he's got the new Mickeys on all three. The whole fleet got them, he said, so.
Definitely awesome. Excited to see that.
They made the switch.
Heck yeah. So, yeah, it'll be awesome to see. Again, I'm excited to see that buggy tomorrow out there on the short course, just smoking it out, All
right, where's everybody tuning in from? It's that time for the question. Where are you watching from? We are in Pineville, Missouri. Anybody? It's Bradley Bradshaw said it's sweet right down the road. Yeah. So does that mean you're gonna come watch tomorrow?
Yeah. Heck yeah. We love seeing all the local spectators come out. And
anybody else in the area?
We also accept snacky snacks in case you guys are out there, feeling like, oh, maybe we should bring some. Go ahead and bring them on out. It's okay. We will double
The
check.
answer is always yes to
Yes.
should I bring snacks?
Yes. Should I bring snacks? Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Yes, you can. As Bob the Builder would say. Yes, you can.
You can. You
So,
should.
Again, I think we're getting our track watered out there. Again, giving it time, a little bit of time to soak in for the UTV Cup Series gets out there and gets really rowdy. Again, we saw stock class this morning, and they were pushing hard, very hard. But the UTV Cup guys are going to absolutely just, I think, annihilate that short course. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm much glad that Bree's on the dangerous rock side.
Oh,
and
thank you, Matt.
I'm in the safety zone, as we're going to call it. So thanks for taking that bullet there, Bree. Appreciate that.
Yep. So glad about that. Uh-oh. Oh,
Are
no.
you serious?
Taylor's telling us a story from earlier.
What?
Uh-oh. Apparently, Clyde's Jeep already was, it took some collateral damage today
Wow.
from a rock flying. Oh, yesterday. Lost a back window.
In the
Ooh.
Jeep Wrangler? Wow.
Oops.
Ugh.
Glad it wasn't me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Clyde.
Gonna be a windy
Yeah.
drive home, but other
Yeah.
than that.
Wow.
We got Colby Reich tuning in. What's up, Colby? Richard Hodges tuning in. Richard, if watching in North Carolina. This would have been a bit of a haul
It would, yeah.
for
Yeah.
our North Carolina folks.
Yeah.
Scott watching from work.
That's like the best place to watch because then you're getting paid and you get to watch off-road racing. Like, that's just a win-win, you know?
That is a win-win.
Like, that's just impressive.
All right,
All right.
guys. We got an update. We're going to go ahead and run our VIN class before we end up getting the water truck out there. We've got 4 drivers in our VIN class. Charles Chris is going to start things off for us. Charles coming into this weekend first in points in the VIN class with 576. He also had a second place finish at Pretty Place a few weeks ago for our last event. It's been a lot of fun to watch him racing in the VIN class, hearing that rev limiter every
Oh,
time
yeah.
he gets out there.
Oh, my goodness. And our last race, it was muddy, so everybody pretty much was
Oh, yeah.
bouncing off the rev limiters. I love
There
that.
it is.
I love that. That just makes me so happy.
Getting after it.
That 4.0.
This is what the VIN
Six-cylinder.
class is all about.
It is.
Bringing something out here you can just whoop on. Might have some zip ties holding stuff together.
Probably. I don't feel like you're an XJ if you don't have some zip ties holding stuff together.
Bouncing off the rev limiter. All right, let's see how he handles our CA Tech short course. He's getting it. Big thank you to Russ and his crew here at Rush Springs Ranch for all the work that they put in to help make our nice spectator
Heck yeah.
area and keep the course nice and cleaned up for us out here. Keep those jumps where we want them. I think they were out here maybe doing a little work even this morning.
Yeah.
Changing up some of the jumps. 114.588 for Charles Carris. Our first VIN driver out on the course.
We got Dustin Baum pulling up to the starting line. Dustin Baum raced with us last weekend. I think he won, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he did. He raced with us at a couple weeks ago at Pretty Place Off-Road Park, and he did take home the win. Charles had a second place finish, and then Justin Hoback was our third spot on the podium at Pretty Place.
Got that TJ out there just sending it. Again, also running by the same 6-cylinder that Charles is running. Looks like he took a little different approach on there. Kind of came in at a kind of sideways angle. Trying to shave a little bit of time.
Oh.
Not sure if he caught a stump there or what. Maybe a rock.
Did he lose steering?
Dang it. Something's broken the front end, they're saying, with the steering.
Oh, man. Looks like Dustin just went ahead and pulled himself off the course there. Had some kind of breakage there, unfortunately. That means we've got Justin Hoback in the WT ready to hit this course. Justin's already been out here once in the UTV in stock class. I have a feeling this is going to be a much bumpier ride.
Yeah, I think so. Because the WT, yeah, it's a safety first type truck.
Is that you, Taylor? Okay.
You definitely want to buckle up there, and that's going to be a very rough ride in the old WT. Although we talked to him last week about how much you feel in the cab, and he said because it's so heavy, you really don't feel that kind of bouncing around like you think you would.
I don't know. I've ridden in the WT before.
I know the roof rack is solid.
Yes. When you hit it with your head,
it is. It does not. It doesn't feel. It doesn't feel anything. It does not feel one thing. Regardless of how many stars you see, it does not feel anything.
I think everybody that has ever gone to get into the WT, you step up on that that Nerf bar and crack your head on the roof rack. It's like a rite of passage.
It is. It is. As I was tearing up, I thought, "Wow, that's been." Thanks a lot.
Oh no! Did he lose steering too? Oh, this rock section is taking him out.
I feel like Don Curtis is now like sweating bullets. Like, oh man. Keith walking out there. Keith, our recovery expert, and just general Bob Vila for cars.
Cody is our junior recovery expert. Somehow he always is like the first one on the scene.
He is too. Like,
where did he come from?
Yeah, I don't know. He climbed off the roof rack, like, hey, you okay down there, little buddy? I was up here in case you need anything.
All right. Well, he's still going.
Maybe he did break something. Maybe something just.
So it's a pretty loaded down trailer. The Hobacks are pulling now. It's got the kids, both of their 200s on the front, and then the WT, and now the Razor on top of the WT.
Wow.
There may or may not have been a few smaller bridges on our way here that it was like, what's that weight limit again?
Yeah.
Pulling all that with the RV.
Yeah.
It's a big load.
That is full width puppy there.
And Justin can back that thing up like a boss, too.
Yeah.
He wiggled us into the RV spot today. I have between all the trees, and I have no idea. I'm always impressed how he's able to maneuver that load. All right, another one bites the dust. That means it's all up to Don Curtis now to get us another cross of the finish line. See how old Bigfoot handles this rock climb.
Hear that motor roar, buddy. I love hearing that thing just rip.
All right, so far so good. Come on, Bigfoot.
Kara said, watching it work as well. Don't tell Dan. I love it. I love it.
It's our little secret.
Yeah. We won't tell.
Hey, Dan's not at work today either.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he can't be mad. Like she was working 50% of the time, okay? Watching the old WT just land some of these jumps. You got to love it.
Bigfoot.
Oh, Bigfoot, I mean.
Well, WT didn't make it out there today.
Watching this big Chevy truck just land
Yeah,
these.
I don't think that the short coursing is what this was built for. But it sure is fun to watch it do it anyway.
It is. Yeah, it definitely was not built for this breed, but I am here for it.
I don't think this is what the manufacturers had in mind.
No. And again, if you're going that hard in the corners, you kind of start to drift.
Nice.
Whoa! Wow. That's a 119.160 for Mr. Don Curtis. And that was only our second time that we had for the VIN class. We had some breakage today.
Yep, the Rock Life Rock Pile took them out today.
Looks like we're going to try to get the track water a little bit before we get the UTV Cup Series out.
All right, guys. So that VIN class was Charles Curtis with the fastest time with a 1:14, and then Don Curtis with a 1:19, and Dustin and Justin, unfortunately, were both
Dustin and Justin.
We are going to get the water truck out here, as Matt said, and trying to keep that dust down for our Cup class.
Oh, yeah. That will definitely help keep some of the dust down. That shot coming to you, Dave, from Bill up in our little crow's nest there.
That's right. Yeah, Bill's got the bird's eye view today.
That is a great
He's
view.
hoisted up in the...
Yeah.
What is that? What is he in? Skytrack. I wonder how fast that water truck could go around the short course.
Yeah, they did okay. Last year they were actually on the course when I started my run. I don't remember that.
Just keep you on your toes.
I did. You know what? I came over the hill and I'm like, okay, well, it's just neon like yellow, like you can't miss it.
Yeah.
You know, it's the size of an apartment building. Yeah, I mean, it's not like you're going to hit it. You know. Ooh, that's a great question. So Taylor was asking, would you guys prefer a dusty track, shooting a little water on it, or a muddy track with it raining? I don't know. I hate the mud. I hate it, but I would take mud over dust any day of the week.
Really?
Yeah.
Dust is definitely easier to clean.
It is, but
you don't breathe in mud.
Yeah.
So.
And again, if there's not even
pros and cons.
If there's not even in front of you, technically you could probably keep the mud down. You know.
I don't know. I think some of us brought mud from Pretty Place out here to Missouri on some of the vehicles still. I know the WT has mud on the inside.
I washed it.
From Tennessee that made its way here to Missouri.
I washed it, and then last weekend we went and did mud drags, so it got covered in mud again. So then I washed it again. So I've had to like deep clean the rock bounce like a dozen times this year, and I'm just kind of irritated.
It's never ending.
It really isn't. Kind of over it.
But the mud doesn't get in your eyes, in your everything. You're not breathing it in.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
We have had a very rainy season. Look at the rainbow. Yeah. Oh, how pretty.
I love you, my guy. Taylor is ornery, I swear.
One of these days, we're going to go like reality TV style.
Yes.
We're going to pipe in
I love
the
it.
audio from the radio chatter.
All the audio.
And that's where the real entertainment is out here, guys.
The FCC would
the
be
racing's great, but the real entertainment happens over the radio.
Yes. And I think a lot of it happens only because we know that it's not going to be heard by anybody else other than us 5 people. So
it gets entertaining.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's just silly. It's just
not inappropriate.
People being silly, and they start like teasing each
sarcastic.
other. Yeah, start being sarcastic, start teasing each other, and then it just goes from bad to worse. They're just ornery.
So we've got, I think, about 13, 14 drivers in our Cup class. We had a couple late entries. So maybe like 15 drivers. Got a very solid lineup.
Yeah.
And then, of course, as usual, we will take our short break and be back for round 2 for all of our classes. If you guys are just tuning in, welcome to the show. Welcome to Hillside Live. This is the Mickey Thompson NRRA round 8 already for the season. Means we are on the downhill side of the season, wrapping things up. We've got our next event will be at, Indian Mountain, September 13th and 14th in Alabama, and then finals already. Wow, October 3rd through 5th at Wildcat. And then I believe we're going to be having a postseason bonus event also this year. I'm sure there will be more information to come out about that. But this weekend we are at Rush Springs Ranch in Pineville, Missouri. Heading west this time around. You guys can see the water truck out there if you're wondering what we're doing and what's with the delay. We are watering down the track a little bit before we send our UTV Cup drivers off the line. Matt left me to go get snacks and didn't even offer me any. That's what I'm working with, guys. That's what I'm working with. Matt and Taylor back there eating snacks. Those snacks just aren't going to eat themselves, huh, Taylor? What'd you get for us? I don't want that. I thought you had something good.
Some flavored almonds.
I thought you had, animal crackers or something. It's okay.
No. Some healthy stuff.
Something salty doesn't sound good right now.
Yes. You're salty. I bring snacks all the time. I got the bucket. I even washed it and scrubbed it out real good.
Taylor, what happens on the live feed stays on the live feed. And if Matt's not here for it, too bad for him.
I love you guys.
That's nice.
I miss you. I miss you. Thanks. Thanks.
We love you too, Matt.
He said, hey, I love you. Yep. Thanks. Yep. Yeah. You're like, okay, that hurts. Yep.
Surprised there aren't any kids out here trying to run and play in this water right now.
I'm youth class. I'm sure would probably be tomorrow. They're going to want us to turn on and run through it. Oh, I believe it. Yeah.
Oh, yes. All the kids at our last race at Pretty Place. Man, it was so muddy, and they didn't care one bit how much of it they took home on themselves.
They did.
They were all having the best time playing in the mud.
I think we need to just shoot it in the air and let it come down and let the bouncers race through it tomorrow. That'd be awesome.
Like right on the starting line?
Yeah, like I was thinking the short course. Shoot over the short course. Let us rip right through it. I mean, the drones probably wouldn't mind. They would think that's kind of cool.
We'll call it like the CA Tech car wash or something.
Yes, I am here for it. They're trying to get the area where the UTV Cup Series are getting ready to run. That would be so cool. Where the bouncers are racing through to shoot it up in the air. And again, that would make for some super cool drone footage. I'm going to ask Clyde. But Clyde, tomorrow, can we just turn it on? If not, that's just during my run. Yeah.
You're going to get blasted.
Blasted.
He's got a helmet on, though. He'd be all right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think we do need to do this at least for your run.
I would. I would.
Park that thing over on the side of
and
the course over there.
Just shoot it up, let it all haze down.
All right. I think we are wrapping up on the water truck. About ready to go to the line. We do have a nice breeze out here today. That's definitely helping with things out here.
Yeah, when that breeze picks up, it is pure heaven. Aww. Shout out to Dearborn Drone Co. They do a great job. Yeah.
All right, he's going to do the whole course in reverse. You guys can't see it right now, though, unfortunately for you. Stella, the Spider Off-Road mascot dog, is living her best race dog life. If you guys have never seen Stella before, you're missing out. I can't quite reach her. Otherwise, I'd bring her over here with me. Stella.
She gets me.
Matt, Garion's stealing your idea.
I know. I love it. I think it's awesome. Whoa. No. Over. Just shoot it over and I'll run through it. That look cool.
Clyde, we'll call it the CA Tech car wash. It's going to be great. No, Garion. Matt's been talking about it up here. All right, Taylor. We have our guest commentator up here now.
Oh, my goodness.
This is Stella. Where's your leash? And she's so sweet.
She is pretty sweet.
She's like, put me down, it's hot.
Same
girl.
I think the water truck's starting to clear the course.
All right. Cody Kaysen is on the line. We are finally ready to send our Super Grip UTV Cup class and see what they can do. Cody had the fastest time in the stock class on course 1. See how he handles the cup class now. So far, so good with the rock pile.
Again, easing up to that. We've seen a lot of broken steering linkages already today so far. Again, this is our Cup Series, so they'll be taking a little different course. Again, you can see him climbing that long, steep mountain there.
So when Matt and I were talking earlier about the hill looking steeper every year that we come here to Rush Springs, this is it. This is the hill. It's much steeper in person than it looks on camera right now, as always. And Cody had to do a little trailblazing through some weeds.
He did.
On his way up the hill there. It's always tough being the first one out on the course.
Actually, it looks like you're out there cutting the course, you know.
All right, he's back speeding around the CA Tech short course.
He is having an absolute blast right now.
He had obviously a great run earlier. Had the fastest run on course 1 for the stock class.
Wow.
Launching it out there.
That is some serious air time. Okay. Our poor drone pilots are just getting pelted, along with Clyde over there. That's a 105.473 for Mr. Cody Kaysen.
It's a long course out here
That
today.
I was just thinking that's a long course.
It's a long pull getting up that up the hill climb that they're doing now. They didn't have that in the stock class. So,
speaking of pulling, what's up, Mr. Tripp?
I like how you did that. What's up, Tripp?
All right, we got Casey Howe sitting in that Raceline starting gate. You can see the spectators all lined up there with the easy ups. Got some shade going.
Great shot.
Keeping them all cool.
Casey is coming into the weekend 5th in points so far for the season in the Cup class with 537.
This is similar to the first course that Bouncers will be doing this weekend. Again, course 2 has a lot more uphill and downhill sections in it.
Got Jared tuning in.
What's up, Jared?
What are you doing today, Jared?
He's probably enjoying the nice air conditioning wherever he's at.
Not watching racing.
Wow. Again, that second jump. Casey sending it over. Pretty awesome to watch him just launch out there. Yeah, very wise, Bree. And the amount of dust that is just ripping off them as they're drifting around those corners.
.103.251 for Casey Howell. That is our current fastest time. But we've got Clay Kaysen on the line. Clay coming into the weekend 2nd in points for the season with 590.
You can see a lot of them kind of slowing up and checking up a little bit through this rock section. It doesn't look that bad, but I promise you it's very violent. We've already seen a couple steering systems break this morning, so...
hopefully Clay's not having too many bad memories from this hill. Was it last year or the year before?
Might have been 2 years ago.
Was it 2 years?
2 years ago.
He had a rough rollover and hurt his shoulder on this hill.
He's over through all the rough section. He's pretty much right there where you got to.
Oh, I don't think that's supposed to be turned that way. Well, that's a weird spot for that to happen.
I think he's trying to see if he can go ahead and get. Trying to see if he can't get it pointed back in the right direction. Man, that stinks.
There's a little idea of how long and steep that hill is.
Okay. Keith is down here welding. He's probably. I can almost guarantee you that Keith is welding on one of the 2 rigs that broke steering so far this morning.
Oh, man. Brian says that's a points killer. No kidding.
Yeah. So that puts Casey just a few seconds out of Cody, and those 2 are our only racers so far.
Tough break for Clay. He's had a little bit of rough luck lately.
Clay's dad and Clyde are hopping in the Jeep, can hop up there, and they can hop in there and run up there and grab him. Clyde can see if he can go up there and see if he can't pull him up. Again, they're going to go around the very steep section of the mountain.
Probably wise.
Again, he is pretty
we
much...
We don't want the recoverers needing a recovery.
Yes.
You are not wrong, Taylor.
Got Matt Myrick sitting there on the Raceline starting gate.
Getting nice and toasty.
You can see how long
is that Cody?
And steep that hill is.
Bless his heart.
He's basically climbed the mountain already.
Look at him going to help his big brother.
He's like, I'm coming, little buddy. Yeah. You literally have to zigzag.
All right,
you cannot
Cody is always
up.
the first one on the scene, and that's how steep this hill is, guys. He's struggling.
He's
all
like,
right? Oh, bless his heart.
And you have
in a fire suit,
yes.
No less. That's terrible.
Yeah, to see how steep that is.
He didn't even make it up there.
That's about how steep it is right there.
He's like, just so you know, I'm here.
I can hear him now. He's like, you're broken.
Oh, man.
I could hear him yelling that just to be ornery. Then Cody.
That looks like a flat road, guys, but you just saw how much Cody the mountain goat was struggling a little on his way up. So it's a steep hill.
Clay's inside like, I know I'm broken. I can hear him now.
They're like, now what? There comes our recovery from the top of the hill. Trying to find him in the tall weeds.
I said it's funny because once you usually get a couple passes through there, especially bouncers, they'll rip through and knock all those weeds down. It'll be a lot easier to see.
At least Cody's up there to keep Clay company. Such good brothers. Jared, it's pretty long. We got 105 and 103 seconds so far for our 2 finishes on the course. Gonna be super fun for whoever's editing. Not me. That's not my job.
We love you. We love you, Jared.
Are we going to watch the recovery? All right, you guys get to see the recovery magic.
This is where the magic happens.
This is where the magic happens.
Yeah. We have 3 of the 3 caissons on the hill. 3 of 3.
There is a 4th caisson, but she doesn't make it up out on the hill.
She's like, I'll sit in the air conditioning. Like a smart person. Yeah, you know he did. You know he's like, hey, you know it broke back here, right?
He's probably like, holy crap, this hill's steep.
Yeah. And, you know, Clay was just, like, so annoyed. He's like, I don't want broken. I can hear those two teasing each other. Because there's nothing better than somebody who's, like, a brother that's teasing you, because you can't get mad, punch him in the face. You have to sit next to him in the truck the whole way home, you know, like, you know.
Is that your logic, Matt?
Yeah. Why don't you just do what I did, brother? He's like, I tried. I can hear him now. Yeah. Yeah. Your siblings are different. You can get mad at them, but you got to see them again, like on Tuesday for tacos. So you know, it's like, you can't get too mad at them. You know. You guys don't have dollar tacos together on Tuesdays?
Taylor, I didn't even know you had a brother. Me too.
I got a younger brother and a younger sister, Nate and Abby, and they're both ornery as I am. I would say my sister.
Oh, your poor parents.
My sister might be more ornery than I am. Oh, there. And my dad's pretty ornery too. He could take it, but he can also dish it out just as good. Mom, not so much. Mom would be like, violence is not the answer, man. Me and Nate go somewhere, and she'd be like, I was 16, had a license. She'd make me take my brother with me. I'm like, Mom, I don't want to take him. She'd be like, Matt, even Jesus sent the disciples 2 by 2. Come on. I'm like, come on, Mom.
Oh, well, it's hard to argue with that.
I mean, your logic is pretty sound, you know. It's more like a shell. It's abandoned. It's like a wreck.
Is that where you
garage.
slept last night, Matt?
No. There's no Wi-Fi in that cabin. I'm gonna make a T-shirt that says that for the broadcast. I'm just here for the free Wi-Fi.
Pretty sure we're the only ones with much service down here right now, aren't we? Is there any service down here? At Rush
Yeah,
Springs?
AT&T. I got a bar or 2. Yeah, 2 bars. 2 bars. I got 2 bars.
Yeah, joke's on you when Taylor changes his password.
Yeah, we have like 5 times. About every year.
Yeah, every time you figure it out, Matt.
Underestimate my sneakiness. Hey, sometimes I can post Snapchat without Wi-Fi. There's only like 1 or 2 parks you can't. Just takes a while longer. And then I got to walk back up. Man, that's rough. I was just thinking, I think it looks like Nathan King. I think it's both Kings.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I was talking to them this morning about their tree service. His dad was like, yeah, I'm trying to make it like 65. Or I think he said 60. I'm trying to make it 60. I said, yeah, like, he's like, well, I'm like 45 or whatever it was. I was like, oh, that's not too much longer. And he's like, yeah. It was pretty rough. I was like, oh, yeah. And he's like, yeah, I've cut this finger off, broke this arm. Tree limb came down and scalped me, pulled my skin down. Like,
oh, my.
Then he's like, I broke both collarbones, broke both legs.
All on the job?
And I'm like,
Yikes.
what? They started telling stories of how he had gotten like beat up by trees he was cutting down, and I was like crying. I was laughing so hard. And then he was being funny, saying that he's like, yeah, Nathan's smarter than I am. He's like, he could run the whole business. He's like, I wish I would have had a dumb kid. And we started laughing so hard. He's like, he's smarter than me. Yeah, it was quite amusing. Yeah, he had some very interesting tree trimming stories.
Well, sheesh, sounds like it.
It was quite comical. Quite amusing. Me and Bree while we were communicating, Taylor's just watching. This is what it feels like when you. Okay, yeah, that hill looks steeper every year, and I'm not saying it is actually.
Yeah, those
steeper.
guys are doing a good job out there showing the steepness for us.
It just looks like just a monster hill.
All right, they got Clay recovered off the hill.
The poor Jeep.
And our handful of drivers that were out for a nice hike there are making their way off the course. And we are going to be ready to send Matt Myrick, who has been getting his tan on the starting line. So Clay broke an axle shaft, I guess.
Yeah, but
I wonder at what point in the course
they were saying
broke.
He broke it, but he broke it on like
the spline.
the spline part, basically the tip, so that way it pulled the whole wheel off. So
sounds like something he might be able to get fixed though.
Yeah,
and be back for course 2.
Broken shaft doesn't hopefully take too long to get swapped out, and I'm sure those guys probably have a spare.
Here we go with Matt Myrick.
That white and green iconic color scheme, that's been rocking for quite a while. You can see how much in the throttle they are and how slow they're actually going. To kind of see how steep that actually is.
So Cody took a totally different route from everybody else, kind of bypassed that trail and went up through the weeds to the left. And it actually worked out better for him than some of these others that we've seen so far. Casey Howell has the fastest time currently with a 103, and then Cody with a 105. We'll see what Matt's able to do here.
Wow, he is flying. Just leaping off those jumps.
That's a 111.646 for Matt Myrick. We got to give him that busted knuckle plug there, too, as always. You guys are, well, we're all used to seeing him behind a camera, and now it's been fun this season to have him back behind the steering wheel as well. But if you're somehow not familiar with Busted Knuckle films yet, you should go check them out on YouTube. Matt's been in the off-road game and the YouTube side of it for years now. Been a big part of helping propel the sport and a lot of the drivers getting those views on YouTube. Y'all go check them out. What's up, Dustin? We miss you guys being out here this weekend.
Sounds like they're getting the water truck all set up for between the course. They're going to shut down and kind of water everything down, kind of keep it as dry as possible. Don't want to get rid of the dust. Nathan King probably down there getting suited back up after getting helping with the recovery.
Shout out to Knox for helping with recovery as well as doing our starting line safety checks.
Nate's dad is coming down here to kind of middle of the track. That way we can see both sides, the hill climb and see the short course. Got his headset on so we can talk to Nate while he's in the cab. Seen a lot of drivers add the comms over the years. One of the first guys I really saw was John Campbell. Him and Brandon Davis were the first two guys I think I saw.
Yeah, I was thinking Brandon had done that for quite a while.
Cheryl used to be screaming out on the microphone. She'd be like, "Go faster! You can do it!"
Reminding him how uncomfortable the couch was.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, Nathan King. Up and over the rock pile. Coming up to that Super Grip slab now. All right, and then he's taking that left side line through the weeds like we saw Cody do.
In a little bit.
I think there's more traction over there with all the weeds.
I don't think it's as steep. It's a longer climb, but I don't think it's as steep. I think it's a longer climb, but it's not as steep, essentially.
That was smooth. Nathan had a second place finish at our last event at Pretty Place a few weeks ago.
Watch him just drift around that corner. It's just so incredible. Again, the second jump right there. Guys are just airing it out.
They're floating over those.
Wow, 99.207. That is your new fastest time.
Nicely done.
Wow. Nathan King just flying through there.
We do have the other orange buggy on the line now. That's Dylan Dowler. Madison King drew number 13, so it looks like she may have elected to go at the end of the list.
Okay.
If you guys aren't sure what that means, that it's just just kind of a little extra fun thing that we do in the series. Whoever draws number 13 in each class has the option to stay in their 13th spot or go first or go last.
And again,
it's just a little bonus.
Yeah, I like, I like more per going farther in the course. That way you kind of watch everybody, watch the order they take, what route they take. Again, we've seen guys kind of straight up the mountain. We've seen guys go to that far left lane. You know, again, a little bit less steep of a climb, but a little more successful, a little bit longer. So,
well, in a course like this, you know, it's dry. Nothing's going to get dug out. It's not going to change.
No, it's not going to change at all.
So going later in the day is not a bad bet. Here we go with Dylan Dowler. Matt, he's kind of a big dill.
Well played. Well played. Bree's inner dad jokes come alive.
I couldn't resist.
Usually on later in Saturday, they really start coming out. Again, Dylan has probably the brightest rig in all of the National Rock Racing Association.
And Dylan stayed to the right on the beaten path there. Looks like it worked out okay for him. It seems like that staying on the right side, the dusty trail, and they're having to claw their way up a lot more and maybe work for it a little harder than going to the left in those weeds. It's hard to tell if one's actually faster. Like you said, it's a little bit longer to go on the left side, but we'll see how it shakes out here for Dylan.
Definitely not as steep as a climb. I don't think the ledges aren't as bad. So I think it's maybe a slight bit easier, but you are going farther. So I don't know if it's going to be a faster time. We'll see how that plays out.
What's up, bub? And we've got Wyatt Wilson tuning in.
What's up, Bub Meadows? Our official photographer. Addicted Photography. Appreciate Bub and all he does for us. Again, usually he'll tune in and check out the live feed on his way here.
I don't think Bub's able to make it this week if I saw that on
Facebook.
I forgot. But
we're
glad to have you tuning in with us here. All right, Dylan, let's see how it compares to Nathan's time.
Wow.
105.044. And I do think that it was that staying on the right side of the hill climb, I think, is what might have cost him a little bit of time there. Let's go ahead and do a quick rundown. We're a little over halfway through. We're about halfway through course one. Nathan King is in the lead right now with a 99, followed by Casey Howell with a 103. And then we've got Dylan Dowler with a 105.0, and then Cody Kaysen with a 105.4, and Matt Myrick with a 111, and Clay Kaysen was a DNF. All right, who do we have here? Is this Alston? Alston Tidwell making his way through the Rock Life rock pile.
Go, here we go. Just hammering down right there. You can see all the dust and the dirt just flinging off of the wheels. Incredible. Again, just watch him just rip up that hill. Taking his time, being articulate there, making smart moves. Again, don't want to break coming down that hill. Now just high-speed sections.
Bub Clay, broken axle on the hill climb. Whoa.
Fancy there. It's so much fun ripping through that high bank section there. That's a 136.995. Mr. Austin did well.
All right, we should have Tim Cameron coming up to the line now. Sounds like Cooper's having to do a little bit of work on his rig right now.
That's never good. All right, we got Timmy coming up in the starting gate. Again, Timmy's had a crazy season so far. Some rollovers, some DNFs. It's just pretty much complete pandemonium from him. But
not in the UTV Cup class. He's sitting first in points coming into this weekend with 645, and he was on top of the podium for our last event at Pretty Place in the Cup class. But yes, his bouncer class has been an interesting season for Timmy, definitely.
He kind of picked a different line completely.
He went that, I think that's the same route that Cody and was it Nathan took the far left.
I said he kind of went just slightly to the left. I mean, he hopped over about 5 feet and just went through some of the greenage there. And again, I don't know if that was for traction reasons or maybe he walked it and noticed there was no big lips right there.
Well, leave it to Timmy to find the sneaky line that most other drivers don't find. It's kind of his superpower out here.
It really is. It really is.
He's got a knack for finding that line.
He out there just floating. Whee!
Check that time.
Wow.
105.191. Not a bad time, but Nathan King is still in the lead with a 99, and then we've got Casey Howell with a 103, and then Dylan Dowler with a 105.0. And then Timmy with a 105.1.
And then Cody Case with a 105.4.
Yeah, these guys
Like,
are all.
that
I mean, I
105
don't know why we're always surprised because
Yeah.
they do it every time, but.
Yeah, but 3
On
times
a course
separated
this
by
long?
like, 4/10. It's just crazy.
Cooper Bentley out on the course now.
Yeah,
Looks like he got whatever he was working on fixed. Glad to see that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it was, but luckily he got it fixed. Fixed pretty quick. Ooh. Again, Clyde for the UTV class, I'm pretty sure gave them a pretty wide berth on the course. So that gave them lots of opportunity to kind of make their own decisions.
All right.
Come on.
Straight on to the finish line, Coop. That's a 107.888.
Yeah, kind of coming right behind Timmy again, leaving just leaving a touch on the table over in the short course area. Bub, yes, glad we have the drones. The course is very big. Yeah, it's,
we were talking about that earlier. The drones are a game changer
Yeah.
with these long courses, and we definitely have gotten a little spoiled over
We
the
have.
last few seasons with all the drone footage. It'd be hard to go back to not having it. So
and not just in the spectator
grateful.
area. I mean, not just for the spectators. It's for the production as well. It's it's a lot of fun for us to be able to watch it and give commentary on it as well. Having that up close view or that aerial view, it's very incredible. And again, you can also notice things. If a guy has a broken part or something, it's very easy to pick up on that watching that great high quality drone footage. And shout out to Dearborn Drone Co. for helping us out.
All right, this is Brandon Davis out on the course now, jumping up that Super Grip slab. That is Russ, the park owner that's out there in the green shirt, if you notice somebody out on the course, just so you guys know.
Again, Brandon taking that far, far left line. Kind of climbing there and then letting the tires eat when he gets to the top.
Man, I think the left side seems to be what's working the best.
It really is. I don't know if it's the fastest, but it definitely is the smoothest.
We shared a picture earlier of Brandon's bouncer, Menace, that he posted recently on Facebook with its new tire and wheel setup and a new wrap. It's looking good. Y'all will see that out here tomorrow.
Getting that black and orange shining.
The UTV's got their new shoes on this weekend, too. Mickey Thompson's.
He is flying through there.
Is that a new wrap I see on this one, too? It looks like, yeah. They all looking so clean and so fresh.
So fresh and so clean.
That's a 109.494 for Brandon Davis.
Okay, what, just one left? We
should still have 3 drivers, I believe.
Okay.
Madison, Martin, and Adam.
Okay.
I think it's Brantley Havens that he was thinking of. All right, we've got Martin Stewart on the line, I believe. Sounds like Martin is running for Austin Connell's points. Very low slung chassis.
Yes.
Got through the rock life rock pile without any trouble though.
And again, being able to, this steep hill is kind of a great way to have that low center of gravity to help keep the momentum going forward, but at the same time.
Uh-oh, speaking of momentum, I think he just lost most of his. He's battling his way up there, though.
Again, that is just such a long run.
Remember, guys, objects on camera are steeper than they appear.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Sounds like something. I don't know if he is banging his belly or if something is broken on there.
Some rattling in there.
He does not seem to be going as fast as I think he would be. Something does not sound right there.
We got Wade Good and Riley Bradford tuning in.
What's up, Mr. Wade?
Yeah, something doesn't seem right out there.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but.
Looks like he's still going to be making his way around, though.
Yeah. Getting some ports on the board there. This goes good. Yes, something is clearly not right.
I can't, see anything going on.
Okay, his front left wheel looks like it's about to fall off.
145.397. All right, we've got Adam Coots on the line running for DC Thompson.
Wade said, see you all at finals. Ooh.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Maybe you will.
Yeah.
Maybe you won't.
Maybe.
Couldn't do it without you, Taylor.
Look at that. I mean, it's wide open throttle trying to climb that hill.
We didn't need that bush.
Yeah. Trees overrated.
It was in the way. Great shot of our CA Tech short course there.
Ooh, buddy. That second jump they launch off of. He is flying. That's a 111.599. 111.599 for Mr. Adam Kuntz. He was running the place of DC Thompson.
We had another 111, 111.6.
Wow.
From Matt Myrick.
And 111.5.9. Yeah, 0.599. So, I mean, you're talking literally 1/100th of a thousandth of a second separating.
All right, we've got Madison King on the line now, and I do believe she is going to wrap up course 1 for the Super Grip UTV Cup class. The time to beat right now is her brother Nathan King's time of a 99. Oh! Tossed her right into that tree.
Go, 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 go!
She is just whipping back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah, just pinning it is all you can do at that point, just to keep it going forward. Something is wrong. I don't know if it happened right when she hit that wheel, right at the bottom, but broke that front left tire almost clean off.
Oh, man. Let's check out a quick replay presented by Rock Racing TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, broke right at the bottom. Oh.
Yeah. Ouch.
Yep.
Let go right there at the bottom. Again, it shows how, durable some of the stuff is, the beatings these things take. Just absolutely getting just rocked.
All right, guys, we are going to cut to a quick commercial break, and then we'll come back, and I'll give you that top 5 rundown before we take a short intermission before Course 2.
The Mickey Thompson Premium Mud Terrain is on the road and full of undisputed attitude. The Baja Boss MT. No compromises, ever. We are purpose-built tires for truck and Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. All mud tires are not created equal, and here's the proof. Powerply XD construction, asymmetrical tread design, extreme side biters, and more. Find your tire size today at MickeyThompsonTires.com.
All right, guys, let me give you that top 5 from Course 1 of the Super Grip UTV Cup class. Nathan King had the fastest time with a 99, then Casey Howell with a 103, and then we had Dylan Dowler with a 105.0, Tim Cameron with a 105.1, and Cody Kaysen with a 105.4. So those are your top 5 from Course 1. We are going to take a quick break. We're going to water the track, and then we'll be back for round 2 for all 3 of our classes. We will see you guys back here in about 30 minutes. That's about 3:30 Central Time, so don't go too far.
We'll see you guys.